Around 1,080 or so years ago, a frail Saiyan child was born in Universe 6. He was weak, almost crippled, had a small stubby tail and a pale aura. The Saiyans deemed him a runt, unfit to be a warrior, and decided to send him off to a distant planet so that he can maybe live a peaceful life from here on out. Well, he wasn't gonna last long anyways, and ordinarily they'd use someone like him as a slave, but because of his bloodline, he's given the gift of a peaceful life. They cut off his tail, put him on a space pod, and sent him to a planet called Magos. What was his real name? Well, no one knows, and none at the time could have foreseen the terrifying monster he was eventually gonna become. When the boy opened his eyes, all he could see was a vague presence of his home planet getting further and further from sight. Eventually, the historic record of the multiverse gave this being the name Zykor, the embodiment of desire and playfulness, but this wasn't his real name. His name was something else. Alright, so we're currently about, I think this is definitely part 9 of our What If Goku and Vegeta Wish Their Tails Back saga, the full series. If you guys haven't checked out the previous parts yet, I would highly recommend doing that, as they are crucial to understanding not just what's going on now, but also the events that are gonna happen next. So if you guys have been enjoying the anime content, specifically the what ifs recently, consider becoming a member by clicking that join icon down below. But as far as the story from here on out, let's dive right in. So the previous part would end with Zykor being dead set on destroying planet Sadala, but Vegeta would stop him right in time, and now they're amidst a battle to decide the next course of action for the Saiyan race of Universe 6. Subsequently, on planet Earth, awakened Goku is engaged in a battle against Primal Broly. "Come on, Broly, wake up. Bedtime's over," Goku states while landing 4 consecutive slaps on Broly's face. Gohan and Trunks are left speechless. Goten almost lets out a slight laugh, but Broly shakes it off, clutches Goku's arm, and tries to take his revenge. But considering how many blows Goku has received from Broly ever since he unlocked Primal Instinct though, Goku can now kinda dodge his attacks without even looking. "Your unpredictability is becoming more predictable, Broly. As I said, wake up," Goku states, and once again slaps him 4 more times, 2 on each side of his face. This sort of back and forth clash continues for the next 10 minutes. "Broly seems possessed," Gohan mentions. "Yeah, but he always seemed possessed. Only this time it looks like he might actually end the universe if he isn't stopped soon," Piccolo replies. "Well, it's a good thing Goku's here to save the day, but I don't understand. Where's my dad?" Trunks asks. "I wonder where, but I'm sure he isn't in a pleasant situation either," Piccolo replies with a grin. Sure enough, Zykor and Vegeta were exchanging blows at lightning speed. "Blink and you've missed about half the action. As expected, you're amazing, Vegeta. I would have loved a friend like you back when I was still young and stupid," Zykor states. "The feeling is mutual, which is why it's such a shame that I'll have to destroy you today," Vegeta replies. "Aw, come on. Why be so mean? I'm just trying to help our blood," Zykor says. "And how is killing tens of thousands of Saiyans going to help with anything? Do you have any idea what happened in Universe 7, Vegeta firmly asserts. Zykor instantly dodges his punch and grabs his fist. "Ah, I knew it. The reason you're so strong right now is because something happened to the Saiyan planet in Universe 7. Tell me the truth, Vegeta. I'm your friend after all," Zykor asks. This enrages Vegeta. He breaks free from Zykor's hold and lands a sinister kick on his left ear. But the Primal Instinct does its magic and lands the same attack on Vegeta. This rattles Vegeta's head a little because his ear had already been wrecked by Frieza a few days prior. Vegeta stumbles and it allows Zykor to land the decisive blow. However, just as he's about to knock the life out of Vegeta, King Sadala would jump in between them both and take on the majority of that attack. This would leave the king crippled. His son, Prince Sadala, instinctively tries to run up to his father, but Zykor kicks him like a football and sends him flying meters away. Caulifla would catch the young prince while Kaba appears before the man and blocks him from stepping onto the king. As all of this is happening, Vegeta gets a flashback to the day Beerus stepped onto his father and the powerlessness he felt in that moment. It must be the same for these Saiyans, but Rather than giving in to pure power, they're choosing to struggle and act in accordance with their pride. Vegeta gets a hold of himself, walks up to Zykor and grabs his shoulder from behind. Then, using every ounce of destructive power in his body, he asserts dominance, a level of dominance that causes Zykor to kneel to his feet. Prince Sadala momentarily opens his eyes and sees this scene where Vegeta caused this Saiyan menace to kneel before him. Though when he sees a glimpse of his father's broken and unconscious body lying next to them, he lets out a tear and closes his eyes. "Don't look away," Vegeta calls out to him. "If you look away now, you will always remain powerless." Look closely, young man. The only way to not give in to power is to be even stronger. Suddenly, Zykor laughs. Though what's funny about his laugh is that he purposely laughs in rhythms. All of the Saiyans in the vicinity could only hear in terror as Zykor's laughter quickly enveloped the whole castle. And while Vegeta showed his dominance by using physical force, all Zykor had to do was laugh. Now, Vegeta. Just because I'm treating you like a friend doesn't mean you should badmouth me in front of all of these wholesome people. That's exactly how toxic friendships start, Zykor states as he lands an elbow in Vegeta's gut. The force was strong enough for Vegeta to lose hold of Zykor, but the battle would resume and it heats up fast. "Tell me, Zykor, have you ever conceived a child?" Vegeta asks. "I did. And how about this, Vegeta? After I destroy this planet, we can have a nice little talk under the moon. I'll tell you all about my own life. It's a ridiculous, crazy, and honestly laughable story after all. I promise you'll have a great time," Zykor replies. But in Vegeta's mind, he's already determined that the only way to get this information out of Zykor is beating him into submission to learn more. As he warns his opponent, "And how do you expect to go about doing that?" Zykor states as he lands another kick to the gut. Vegeta would cough up blood, but then he smiles. Thanks to the endless lethal blows he evaded while fighting Hit, and now after experiencing the unpredictability of primal instinct, Vegeta had been growing stronger this entire time. Not just because of Ultra Ego, but also because of the way Super Saiyan 4 brings out the best in a Saiyan. He steps back a little, and for the first time since regaining his tail, Vegeta would let everything go. The air around them breaks, the planet vibrates, and a bolt of lightning strikes Vegeta. Zykor knows something absolutely astounding is about to happen next, and so he takes a little step back and prepares himself to witness his glory. Just like how Goku broke his primal limiters and awakened a form that will later be known as the Monkey King, Sun Wukong, Vegeta was now under a similar metamorphosis. Ultra Ego would run through his veins and proceeds to destroy all of the energy blockages in his system. One could say that this is the moment where Vegeta would finally master Ultra Ego, but the word master just doesn't do this transformation justice. What happened here is a self-realization. Combining Ultra Ego and Super Saiyan 4 in perfect harmony paved the way to the next door of power, the Limit Breaker, a state worthy of the true king. History may remember Goku as the Monkey King, the frail boy as Zykor, and Broly as the primal beast. His majesty requires no second name, not even a prefix. No, this was about enlightenment, and it was at this moment that the true heir to the throne was recognized. The royal Super Saiyan King, Vegeta, had finally been awakened. But Vegeta knew that Zykor is the last person he should be underestimating. If he doesn't want to turn this into a battle to the death, he has to knock him out right away. Brace yourself, Zykor. You're on. The moment Vegeta uttered these words, he was already full sent on damn near paralyzing Zykor. He had hit him with a nut shot and also grabbed his tail and is squeezing it as hard as he can. How strange. Why do you not feel any pain when I squeeze your tail, Zykor? What's the meaning of this, he asks. Zykor would let out a blood-curdling roar as he fumes and rages on. He folds the hyperspace around them and kicks Vegeta in his own face. Oh, I apologize for my outburst. You see, I'm extremely insecure about my tail, so please don't touch it without my permission, Zykor comments. You got some real problems, man, Vegeta laughs, and then he steps onto Zykor's tail again, just not caring. Zykor would turn around to return the favor to Vegeta, but Vegeta was already behind him again. Right then, at that very moment, he unleashes Ultra Flash on Zykor. It was imbued with Hakai, but not enough that it would erase Zykor out of existence. And the king had won. At least in the context of this battle. Zykor was definitely knocked unconscious because of the power of Vegeta's Ultra Flash attack, but it wasn't quite enough to take him out though. Zykor would open his eyes again about 5 minutes later, fully intent on resuming their battle. However, Vegeta was no longer interested. "You've lost, Zykor. Let's go." "I want to listen to your story now," Vegeta asks. Zykor looks around as the entire palace has been destroyed. Most of the Saiyans nearby have been knocked unconscious because of their life force, and Vegeta himself is just sitting in front of him, all relaxed and calm. "Fine. You won, Vegeta. I guess I was too impatient. I'm willing to talk, but if you don't have a better alternative to my plan, I might still accidentally destroy this planet. Just saying." Zykor grins, and with that, the two of them walk outside what used to be the palace. Meanwhile, at Zenos Palace, Whis and Vados greet the Grand Priest. "I presume you already know why I called the two of you all the way out here," the Grand Priest states. "Indeed. It's about Zykor. He's broken free of hyperspace. Should I intervene and take him out?" Vados replies. "No need. Now and tomorrow, I just want the two of you to observe. It's not an angel's job to directly intervene with something of this magnitude, so there must be a reason why the multiverse allowed Zykor back into existence. Let's watch and see. Now, on to the actual reason why I called you two here. Whis, it would be heavily advised if you were to wake up Beerus, and Vados, I want you to revive planet Magos. Unless these two events specifically take place, both universes 6 and 7 will soon enter a period of darkness," the Grand Priest states. And although his tone never changes, the sense of urgency can be felt. Whis and Vados would nod and then take their leave. "Don't you think that's a little strange?" Vados says to Whis as they begin flying back to the mortal realm. "I'm surprised he didn't mention anything about primal instinct." "I think he did," Whis replies. "In his own sort of roundabout way, I mean. I'm pretty sure that waking up Lord Beerus and reviving planet Magos are directly linked with primal instinct. All we can do for now is follow the orders and let things happen as they should." Subsequently, back at planet Sadala, Vegeta and Zykor are walking away from the palace, not flying or speeding, just simply walking away. The infinite lunar flare was in full bloom, but since they were the only two Saiyans with tails, there was no need to really worry about any unnecessary Uzaru transformations, as all that was left to do was listen to a straightforward dialogue. Vegeta releases his transformations and goes back to his base state. Zykor knew that Vegeta wanted him to do the same, but for some weird reason, he doesn't oblige right away. "Don't worry. Strong individuals do not go back on their word," Zykor states, as it seems like maybe he's preparing to show Vegeta something as well. "Alright, so just tell me your story so that I can get a better understanding of how or why planet Sadala is the way it is," Vegeta asks. "My real name? My true Saiyan name, that is," Zykor begins, "is Cumber." And with that single revelation, Zykor, or Cumber if you will, braces himself to tell the story to Vegeta of a legendary 1,000-year-old Saiyan that was not only shunned by the entire angel realm, but also sealed away by those same impartial angels.